My parents skipped my emergency surgery to watch my sister's dance recital. Now they want me to co-sign a loan after she totaled their house throwing a party. I laughed and hung up. I was 16 when my appendix burst during a basketball game. Coach Rennick called 911 while I was curled up on the gym floor screaming. The ER doctor told me I had maybe an hour before it went septic. They needed a parent to sign off on the surgery. My coach called my parents 11 times. 11. My mom picked up on the 12th. She told him they were at Brooke's winter showcase and couldn't leave because Brooke had a solo in the second act. A solo. My appendix was literally poisoning me from the inside and my parents couldn't miss a dance number. Coach Rennick signed as my emergency guardian so the surgery could happen. I woke up alone in a recovery room with an IV in my arm and a 6-inch incision across my stomach. No parents, no sister. Just Coach Rennick asleep in the chair next to my bed because he refused to leave. My parents showed up the next morning. My mom had a teddy bear from the hospital gift shop. She kissed my forehead and said how scary that must have been. I asked why they didn't come. My dad shrugged. Actually shrugged. Brooke's been practicing for months. We couldn't just walk out during her performance. The coach had it handled. The coach had it handled. A man who'd known me for one season cared more about whether I lived or died than my own parents. Brooke never mentioned it. Not once. Not a text. Not a sorry. Nothing. I moved out at 18 with $400 and a duffel bag. Got a night job stocking shelves at a warehouse while I took classes during the day at community college. Transferred to a state school on a partial scholarship. Finished my degree in logistics while working 30-hour weeks at a shipping company. Slept in my car twice when I couldn't make rent. Showered at the campus gym. Ate peanut butter sandwiches for dinner so many nights I still can't look at a jar of Skippy. By 26 I had a decent job, a small apartment that was actually mine, and $22,000 in savings. Every dollar earned the hard way. Brooke got a different life. My parents paid her full tuition at a private university. Bought her a car for graduation. Let her move back home rent-free after she dropped out of her second master's program. She was 27 and still living in her childhood bedroom. My parents called it finding herself. I called it what it was. Then 3 weeks ago, my mom called me crying. Brooke had thrown a party while my parents were on vacation. Not a small party. She'd invited over 80 people she met through some influencer group she was trying to start. Someone knocked a candle into the living room curtains. The fire department came. The entire first floor had smoke and water damage. Kitchen destroyed. Living room gutted. My dad's home office where he kept 30 years of files gone. Insurance was covering part of it, but not all because Brooke had also let people into the garage where my dad kept his woodworking equipment and someone stole about $9,000 worth of tools. Theft wasn't covered under the fire claim. Total out of pocket after insurance was around $40,000. My parents needed a loan. Their credit was wrecked from a refinance they'd done 2 years ago to pay off Brooke's student loans from the first master's program she also quit. They needed a co-signer. They called me. "You have good credit," my dad said. "This is a family emergency. We just need your signature." "What about Brooke? She caused this." "Brooke doesn't have any credit. She's never had a real job. You know that." "Yeah, I knew that. I knew that because they made sure she never had to." "I'm not co-signing anything," I said. Silence. Then my mom's voice, shaking. "How can you say no? This is our home. Your childhood home. The childhood home where you left me to almost die so you could watch Brooke dance? That home? That was years ago. You need to let that go." "I let it go when I moved out with $400. I let it go when I slept in my car. I let it go a long time ago. And I'm letting this go too." My dad grabbed the phone. "You're being selfish. We never asked you for anything. You never asked because you never thought about me long enough to need anything from me. Brooke's the one who burned down your house. Make her figure it out. She's your sister." And Coach Rennick was a stranger. But he was the one in the chair when I woke up. Not you. Not mom. Not Brooke. I hung up. They called back 4 times. I let it ring. Brooke posted on Instagram that night a selfie in front of the gutted living room with the caption, "Worst week ever, send good vibes." She'd tagged a GoFundMe. She listed herself as the victim.